Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Saturday, September the 14th, 2024. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out to give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily or weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome, the great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. You'll notice I have this one here that may be different than for new. Craft or scrap armor 5. I did reroll complete a daily ops. I got this one here instead, just an FYI. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at this one here first. Build a floor, wall, or roof in a workshop or camp 5. So again, you can claim any old workshop, any one on the map will do. Once when you claim it, you can go ahead and build your floor, wall, or roof. Or you could just do it right in your camp, and that's what we're going to do in our video. Now, a lot of people like to add or modify to their camps every time this one pops up. So it pops up quite frequently. Anything to do in a workshop or a camp, people just usually kind of do it in their camp. There's definitely nothing wrong with that, or you can just kind of build things and scrap it, and that's what I usually do. So build a floor, wall, or roof. So let's take a look here. Let's go to this little section back here where I got some room. Go to our build menu here. And again, you could definitely add if you so wish. I just usually build a, in this case, a floor. I'd go a couple half walls because half walls will cost you a little bit less resources than a full wall. I just do something like this. Oops. Just like that, done. And all I do is just scrap it. Just be careful when you do scrap. You don't scrap something that you don't want to scrap by mistake. I've done that many times. Here we go, just like that. As easy as that is. You know, all you gotta do is do the same thing in a workshop if you so wish. What's next here? Craft or scrap armor 5, so we can find armor laying around the wasteland. Usually down around Flatwoods, we'll find a few odd leather pieces or two, so FYI on that. Usually Grafton monsters will have a piece of armor on them as well. You'll find them right down here in Charleston Train Yard. Find one down here between the Charleston Capitol Building and the Somerville's Dam. You'll find one Grafton monster right up here at the Hemlock Holes, just on the south side. We can also go after Scorch, Super Mutants, Blood Eagles, even Communists will have the odd piece of armor on them as well. For this particular daily challenge, I'll just usually craft a couple and then scrap a couple right here in our camp. And that's probably the easiest way because unlike weapons, armor sometimes can be a little harder to find unless you just know areas where they just usually find them or they just spawn. So this is a little bit better this way. So if we go to our armor workbench and we go craft, and the armor I'm talking about is the light armor, this leather pieces here. So you can learn these very early on in the game. So we can craft these guys at level 1. And especially these left arms, leather left arm, for example, they don't cost a whole lot of resources, like 1 cloth, 1 leather, 2 steel. And even if you're low level, these are pretty easy to craft, right? Let's go ahead. We're going to craft 3 level 1s here. Craft that. There we go. 3 for 5. Then we're going to back out. Then we're going to scrap these leather left arms we just crafted here. Done, just like that. Right, what's next? Rank 40 already. Wow, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I think that's pretty much all we can do in our camp for now. Let's take a look at this one here. Drink Nuka-Orange 2. So as I mentioned, pretty much almost every single day, we have some sort of collect Nuka-Cola products or drink Nuka-Cola products. Some of them are a little bit more specific, like yesterday was grape, today is orange, and I always kind of do somewhat the same kind of spiel. Now orange is a little bit more rarer. There used to be 2 locations where we can find orange, but currently there is only 1 natural spawn location for the orange. Before we go and do that, if you do have a Nuka-Cola Collectron station, this is the Nuka-Cola Quantum one we got way back in Season 11 scoreboard. And that's when Nuka World on Tour came out. Let's see what this guy's got on him. He doesn't have any orange on him, but he does collect Nuka-Cola Orange from time to time, passively while you play the game. There, of course, if there's an OG version, let's go ahead and go to our build menu and resources. down here. This is the OG one we got way back in the day. And on top of the Nuka-Cola products, he will also collect the odd bottle or two, so just FYI. Now, either one of these guys will come up for sale once in a while in the Atomic Shop, usually for about 250 or 500 atoms. It's not that in there right now, but when they do, they're definitely hands down worthwhile to get. Spend atoms on, definitely highly recommend them. Now, of course, if you can't do it that way, you can use gold bullion if you so wish. You go right down here to Foundation. You could buy it from Samuel for 1250 gold bullion, but you have to be a cautious reputation with the settler, so FYI on that. Alright, so there is a good chance again you can find the Nuka-Cola Orange in those bad boys. And as I mentioned, I used to have a video, it's just a little over a year old, but I ended up having to unlist it because it's no longer. I was hoping they would have brought it back, but they never did. Middle Mountain Pit Spot used to be called Middle Mountain Cabins, and just a little bit up here there's a pond, and there used to be an orange tent, and that's where it used to be a reliable location for a Nuka-Cola Orange product there. And they had changed this location in June 2023, so that tent is gone. And I hung on to it for a little while, but I think it was just a couple months ago I ended up unlisting it. It was a very popular video, so that's a little unfortunate. So right now we only have one reliable spawn location for Nuka-Cola Orange. It's right here in Fraternity Row here in Morgantown, so let's pop over here. Now, Fraternity Row, the Etasai house with the blue door. This is a very popular spot, especially if you're on a server with other people. Every one of their dog will be coming here after it. This one, the grape or the dark or the wild. But just be prepared, you may have to server hop a couple times, but I would only server hop a couple times and then kind of move on. We'll get to that very shortly. Go after those ghouls if you so wish. Here's the Etasai house, the blue door. Try to dodge those guys. Everyone knows about this room here. It is on the kind of like a walk-in basement kind of deal. We're going to go right in the employees only, and this is the Nuka-Cola room. So as you can see, the Nuka-Cola Orange has not spawned in for us. I think it was here yesterday actually on that server, but unfortunately it did not make it on this server here. All you had to do is watch that other video yesterday and you can see what pops up here, but the orange is usually like right here, and unfortunately it's not here. And I'm on a private server, so it just didn't spawn in for me, and sometimes we got to remember that will happen, right? Doesn't necessarily mean they don't spawn here anymore or certain items. It's just that either didn't spawn in at all, like today, for example, because I haven't picked it up in a while. Or somebody else, if you're on a public one, somebody else already nabbed it on you there, okay? Look at this cute little guy there, just hanging on for dear life. Souvenir, nice, quite nice. So at the hands down, the end of the story, okay, if you come here, I would only server hop here a couple times, and that's it. I wouldn't waste any more time on it. And if you don't have a Nuka-Cola Collectron station, just buy the Nuka-Cola Orange, and there's two places that we can buy Nuka-Cola Orange. One's right down here at the White Spring Resort. So when you go down to the White Spring Resort, it's a free fast travel. So it's this icon right here only. It's going to bring you to only one door. We're going to go right inside, right to the front door. Once when you get inside here, I usually have the same kind of spiel, but usually you take a right. As you have been following my channel, know the spiel I'm going to talk about. Go through the tavern, go through the medical bay. We're going to go in this big wide open area where the responders are. We're going to take a left to this little store. We have our old pal Giuseppe who trades things for stamps, and we have good old Bubbles here. The Bubbles will have a Nuka-Cola Orange on them right there, 27 caps. Let's go ahead and buy that. One thing that's really good about Bubbles and the vendors is we can server hop this 100 times in a row, and every time we come they'll have each one of these products here, so that's pretty awesome. You can fill your boots with grape and orange and whatever they have there. Right, so the other spot is right down here at another free fast travel, of course. It is Nuka World on tour, so let's pop down here. And of course, when I say free fast travels, you have to discover them first before they become free fast travels for you, so FYI. So it's when you get here, we have the vending machines right down here. And this is what I would do. I wouldn't waste too much time on Fraternity Row. You can maybe try serving hopping a couple times. But if they're not there, just buy them. Just buy them using caps. I know it's a little bit of a pain, but here's our vending machines here we're going to use. And as you can see, Nuka-Orange right there, 27 caps. And this is the same server. That's one thing that's good about, another thing that's good about their inventories, about the vending machine and Bubbles, is their inventories are not tied together. So that's even better. All right, so let's go ahead and drink our Nuka-Orange. I have some on me anyway, but there. Good stuff. It's always good to have a little stockpile too, like either on your person or in your stash box. I would say like maybe half a dozen of each flavor. And that way there, when these pop up every other day, it seems like, you can just drink it. You don't even have to go and find this stuff, right? That's what I highly recommend, just to make it easier for everyone. Easier on yourself, you know what I mean? Let's take some time making here. There we go. All right, what's next here, Jim? All right, let's go ahead here. Kill a mole miner 10. So many great spots we can find mole miners in around the wasteland. We do have Monaga, which is just up here. It's fairly close to a free fast travel port Atlas. So Monaga is good for anywhere from 12 to 18 mole miners up there. Maybe a couple more rats as well. Right up here at Monaga Mine, usually about, I would say, 3 to 4. Tops used to be a lot more there back in the day, but no longer. Of course, we have, where are we at here, Jim? Blackwater Mine. This is also a really good spot. Fairly close to free fast travel. White Springs, okay? That's a really good spot there as well. Pretty good spots down around the ash heap area. Sometimes the game likes to kind of substitute the mole miners with the scorched or ghouls, so just keep that. Just let you guys know about that. Now you will come across these Hornwright testing sites, and you'll come across an event called Breach and Clear. Breach and Clear will have all kinds of mole miners in there as well. It's actually a nice little event to do, actually. And it's this one here, the ones with the little buildings here. Hornwright testing sites, and this is where you'll find that event, Breach and Clear. And we, of course, we have good old popular Welsh. That's where we're going to go here today. Let's pop into the Welsh station. I like to kind of pop in the Welsh station just because if you pop in at Welsh, you actually pop in at the bottom of the hill, and you got to work your way up the hill. It's a little bit of a pain. So I like to kind of spawn up here at Welsh station. Yeah, he didn't know what hit him, did he? What me good about this one here, kill mole miners. You can use any weapon, any old which way, whatever you want to do. Some grenades if you so wish.
If you need something, ask the robot inside.
Okay, Dylan. Okay, Dylan. I'm telling you guys, I had a question the other day about this alien blaster and the skin for it, the paint. And you can only get this paint at the Atomic Shop. But it does come up for sale once in a while. I can't remember how many atoms, but it's a nice little paint on it. It makes it look pretty cool looking. But if you guys ever have a chance to use an alien blaster, like a nice one, like a 2-shot, you know, overpowered one, highly recommend it. Just try it out just for a little bit. Up to just use the regular old rifleman perk cards. I'm telling you, it's worth your while. It's a lot of fun. Just to watch the rounds kind of curve like they do. It's amazing. Pretty awesome. These guys turned into a bunch of little Lego pieces up here, looks like. I think there's a big fight going on up there. Got some more mole miners here. Oh, canned dog food. Grab that. Thanks, butts. The only thing I wish it had was it carried more rounds, you know what I mean? Instead of just 6. That'd be great, but 2-shot works quite well with this weapon, I find. Plus having the overpowered receiver, that definitely helps. You get a missile launcher on it, doesn't happen very often. Lock and load here, buddy. And you can't craft alien blaster rounds. You either have to find them. Or no, sorry, you can craft alien blaster rounds, sorry. but you can't. They don't pop up in the ammo converter. That's what I meant. Sorry, you can't craft him, obviously. But you in the ammo converter, that if you have that one, that's not an option in there. So you can't trade points and all that for the round. So just an FYI. Love how these guys fall apart like that. Love it. Oh, again, that cat. Where did this guy come from? I have no idea where these guys came from. Huh, weird. Fine every time that they have a huge update. The one they just had recently. Strange things happens from time to time. I think, did we get our 10? Or you know what? We're just having so much fun. Having so much fun that I'm talking. We already got that 10, you guys. Jeb, you already done that one. Jeb. Oh my lord, sorry guys. This is like, I keep carrying. I just love this game so much. Let's take a look at this one here. Wow. Cripple Super Mutants Arm 2. So many great spots we can find Super Mutants that are around the wasteland. Jesus, totally forgot what I was doing there. Grafton. Grafton's a pretty good spot. Lord, that's funny. Grafton Dam. I'm gonna be thinking about that all night. Grafton Steel. The only thing that makes Grafton Steel hard for Super Mutants is that there's a lot of them. Alright, that's the only thing that makes Grafton Steel hard, but the Super Mutants there themselves are fairly easy, right? And someone had mentioned North Kanawha Lookout. I think they said they could find some Super Mutants up there. It's been a little while, but I believe they are right, so I just thought I'd kind of make a mention of that. Of course, we have good old Newgad down here. Looking for a little bit harder areas, we do have good old Huntersville. We have the good old West Tech Research Center. Down here, Skyline Valley region, we do have the Grindstone Arch and Research Site Saxony. All we're going to do here is cripple Super Mutants' arms, so really we only need 2 or 1 Super Mutant, so that's all we need. Where are we going to go for this, Jim? Let's try up here, North Kanawha Lookout. Let's try up here. Yeah, that's pretty awesome there. You guys are probably just like, hey, just gonna keep talking and just killing wall miners and not really do the daily challenges. I stopped for like a second. Why am I here? Alright, let's check here. Let's see what we got. Okay, good stuff. So that's a good little mention by, I forget who mentioned that there. North Kanawha Lookout. Nice and easy, fairly close to Fall 76. So these are probably the first Super Mutants you guys run into. And of course, all we're here for is we're here to cripple Super Mutants' arms. So you can go ahead and free game if you so wish. But I like to use that. The reason why I like to use that is because if we have a chance to get a left arm and a right arm, all we need is 1 Super Mutant. Okay. Now, some weapons we can get away with that. Other weapons that are a little bit more powerful, where it's like 1 shot, 1 kill, we're going to need 2 Super Mutants. But you guys have seen me use the using VATS and left leg, left arm, right arm kind of deal. And when you do use VATS as a perk card, that'll help you out under perception. It's called Concentrated Fire. This allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs, right? We do have a couple floaters up here, so keep that in mind. Let's go for a right arm. Alright, so unfortunately we missed that guy. Let's get this floater here. This guy's arm. Get a little closer. And it really depends on the weapon that you use too. I find most energy weapons don't work that well. Now if you have a shotgun, you use the Enforcer perk card. That works quite well. The drill works well, but you need to be a little tanky when you're using the drill. Plasma caster works well. Most ballistic weapons work well. Just enough like 10mm, 308, 5.56, 45, etc., etc. Alright, so there we go. We got our Super Mutants. Just the right amount of Super Mutants here too. Not very many. Got the 1 floater, so not too bad. In terms of Super Mutants go, these guys are probably the easiest you'll come across. Okay, what's next here, Jim? collect burnt books 3. So again, I did make a video not that long ago, the best spot where we can find burnt books. We can find some burnt books here in Helvetia. If you're having trouble finding them, there's a white house on the corner just opposite of the yellow house. If you go upstairs, there are several burnt books up there. I would say maybe about at least a dozen up there, as well as some board games. But hands down, the best spot to get burnt books is right here in good old Summersville. So let's pop down here today. Now, we all know this famous house. Those of you who've been playing long enough remember this house used to be infested with Mirelurks, but it no longer is, unfortunately. It has maybe about 4 or 5 weakened ghouls here. Kind of sad that they didn't bring that back, as it was a really good spot for Mirelurks, really easy. This guy here, as I said, just a couple of feral ghouls around here now. And this still is hands down the best spot for books. So the only thing I recommend to you folks is you may have to server hop this a couple times, because to reset your game, like, you know, when you start picking up stuff and then you go back, like, you know, the next day or later on, doesn't matter how many times you server hop, the stuff isn't there. So sometimes we have to reset our game by picking up 250 or 255 items. And if you're limited to public servers, this house right here in Summersville, okay, there's so many burnt books in here, people come here, so there's a good chance if you're on a public server and you don't have Fallout First, that there'll be no burnt books in here at all. And even if you server hop a couple times, it will still happen, because I've been told. And I try to reassure people that no, the burnt books are still there. It's just that you're just unlucky with the servers that you go on, unfortunately, because people use these burnt books to reset their game. Okay, I've done it a couple times myself, but I usually try to do that when I'm on private servers. Okay, so just an FYI, the burnt books will be here, which we'll go through here very shortly. What's this door here? Alright, so as we can see, as soon as we enter this place, we see burnt books right here, all kinds of them. They're still here even today. All kinds of them right here in this shelf. It's all kinds of them right on the stairs, going up the stairs. Right here on the second floor, same kind of deal. All kinds of burnt books everywhere. Even the second room over here. So great spot for burnt books. Let's go ahead. We're going to grab a couple. There's a couple textbooks there as well. Collect burnt books 3 for 3 done. Now, one thing good about burnt books too is when you scrap burnt books, you get cloth, right? That's another great thing about burnt books. You get cloth from them. All right, good stuff. So again, as we saw, yeah, books, yeah, no kidding. All right, so just an FYI there. That's still good here today. What's next here, Jim? Oh, we didn't get the, I thought it popped up as we did. Cripple Super Mutants arm. Okay. Oh, my lord. You guys saw that I got that, second one. Pretty sure it popped up. Or then again, that could have been the repeatable XP. That's probably what it was when I saw it there. You guys probably knew that, right? You guys knew that. You're thinking, I wonder what he's going to notice. We'll go down here and we usually go down here, you have a little guy here by himself. There we go, there we go. And I like to kind of show you these particular places, that because that way they don't have to go through the whole place. You know, this guy here is usually out here by himself, that you can kind of use as a little victim, you know what I mean? So to speak. Alright, we got one left here, Jim. Join a team with another player, 1. So again, we have to go on a server with someone else. Now, sometimes Mr. Prince, member on my channel, usually likes to kind of join me sometimes on my server. I don't see him around. Right, so let's go ahead. We're going to go to a public server here. Gosh, I can't believe that with the ball biters. It's I'm working night shift, right? So I worked last night and I got 3 more nights to go, 3 12-hour nights to go after working 2 12-hour day shifts. Yeah, it's the grind is real in life. You know what I mean? And pay our bills. You know what I mean? All right, so here we are on a public server with other people. Join a team with another player 1. All right, so nothing real special. You don't have to know them. Join a team with another player. Then you can go ahead and keep playing if you so wish. All you do, top right hand corner of the screen, you see social. You just, whatever button that is for you, you select that. You slide that over. You can create your own team if you so wish, and then wait for somebody else to join you. That is always an option. We're just going to join this casual team with this person here. There we go. Join a team with another player, 1 for 1, done, just like that. Wow, it's a pretty high level there. Holy, I get the same icon. Sweet. All right, so there you guys go. That's pretty much it here for today. Let's take a look to make sure. Yep, they're all done. Nice and easy one here today. Had a few hiccups there, but you know what? It is what it is. Hey, you know what? Just have fun playing this game. We have fun playing it together and learn together at the same time. It's a good time here. There you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr.Prince, Not Me But Me, Yes Me That's Me, G3K. Thank you all so very much. And I hope you all have a nice day.